Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of, looks like, Goldsboro, where a high-speed chase happened yesterday. Details are pretty wild. Goldsboro police say that it started when an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle that was speeding with an expired registration plate. A male passenger got out and shot at the officer, then ran away. The driver sped off, starting a chase with several agencies. Now, Goldsboro police say the driver made their way into Mount Olive and stopped at Breezeal Avenue. Now, 2 suspects were arrested around 4 p.m. Police say they charged the driver, 23-year-old Neon Lathan, with expired registration, careless and reckless driving left of center lane, failure to yield right of way at a stop sign, operate a motor vehicle in excess of 35 miles an hour in city limits, improper U-turn, failure to operate a motor vehicle on the right half of the highway, resist, delay, and obstruct, felony flee to elude arrest, and 2 counts. Now, he was brought before the Wayne County Magistrate's office and received no bond. Police did not give any information about the second suspect. And now we also have news out of Martin County around a road closure that began earlier this morning at 8 a.m. The Martin County Sheriff's Office says Prison Camp Road will be closed in both directions between Cahuki Park Road and US 64 Business. It's West Main Street. This closure also includes the intersection of East College Road. Crews will work on concrete and asphalt paving work related to the expansion of Prison Camp Road. Now, the Sheriff's Office says the road is expected to open back up by Friday, August 22nd at around 5 p.m. Now, local residents and school buses will still be able to access the area, including Pineview Road. Drivers heading south can take US 64 Business to Cahuki Park Road as a detour, and those going north can take Cahuki Park Road to Prison Camp Road. And now we need to highlight your weather forecast. Feeling pretty good out there today. Feeling pretty good. Now, of course, this is as good as it's going to feel this week, because pretty much from here on out, we're going to start to see humidity slowly rise and heat gradually build over eastern North Carolina. Maybe not so much today, but certainly by tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And by the time we get to the weekend, air temperatures could be pushing into the upper 90s. Another heat advisory, First Alert Weather Day for potential heat advisories coming up on both Saturday and Sunday of the weekend. Right now, though, we've got our eyes on, again, comfortable conditions outside. Let's not lose out on that fact looking too far ahead. Let's enjoy the present while it's here. 79 degrees right now in Washington, with the dew point elevated from where it was yesterday afternoon. Dew points back up in the low 70s across the Washington waterfront, but that northeasterly wind still very much present at 9 miles an hour. Feels like 82 degrees right now in Washington. Here's kind of a big picture look at what we've got going on across the southeastern United States. The cloud cover off the coast is part of a stationary front that will lead to a few spot showers and maybe a stray thunderstorm moving onshore today from the Atlantic. In fact, already seeing that activity right now across some of the northern Outer Banks. Right now, Cape Fear seeing some showers pass by. But again, as we focus up towards the northern Outer Banks, we do see rain showers moving onshore. Now, this is going to be a pattern that will be off and on through not only today, but again, coming up for tomorrow. By Friday, we should really start to dry out as a high pressure system takes over. But that's what's really going to send our air temperatures way up into the 90s. We're looking at around 95 to around 99 degrees as a projected range for this upcoming weekend. Right now, air temperatures reading generally in the upper 70s to low 80s. A few of us still in the mid 70s. Goldsboro, Windsor, Ahoskie, looking at you guys. Right now, coolest spot on the map is Roanoke Rapids at 73 degrees. Hottest spot on the map shared by Stumpy Point, Hatteras, and Beaufort, all coming in at 83 degrees. But those are your air temperatures. Here's what it feels like outside. Not too much of a difference there. That is encouraging. That is a sign that, again, humidity is still relatively low. Now, again, over the past 24 hours, most areas have kind of held steady. Some areas have gotten a little bit cooler, others have gotten a little bit warmer. But from where we were yesterday, with dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, we're starting to see that humidity return. 79-degree dew point in Greenville as well as Edenton. 77 in Plymouth. It is still a fairly humid day, but again, We're going to see that humidity rise as these north-northeasterly winds weaken. Seeing a 7 to 15 mile per hour breeze across the east right now out of the northeast, but watch what happens as we head through the day. Those winds start to shift a little bit to more of the east. That removes that cool, dry air factor from that wind flow. So we'll start to again see that humidity rise, but then wind speeds really start to dip a bit as we head into your Thursday, and then wind direction starts to get a little bit haywire as that high gets closer to us, but you'll note more of the arrows pointing in out of the south to southwest, and that is again going to lead to higher humidity and higher temperatures. Just going to happen. Now, let's zoom the picture out a little bit further and see exactly what is heading our direction. It's that high pressure system off to the west that is going to again be bringing in the heat. The stationary front near our coastline, that will bring in the rain showers here over the next few days, and not anticipating any sort of severe weather as that frontal boundary slowly fades over the region. But again, it will bring some raindrops to the east, especially along the coast. So if you've got any beach plans coming up for today or tomorrow, do note that you may be dodging some rain showers at times. Should be scattered though. I don't want to make people think that we're going to just have a complete washout on the coast. That is not going to be the case. It's going to be fairly segmented and isolated showers rolling through periodically over the next 48 hours. Here's what we've got coming up early tomorrow morning. Again, still mostly coastal showers, at least on the eastern side of Highway 17. A few drops west of 17, but not much there. As we head through your Thursday afternoon, I do think we'll see a little bit more widespread rain push through as that stationary front does start to die out. Now here's a look at your full 8-day forecast. Again, Saturday and Sunday highlighted in red for the hot temperatures, and then again we'll stay fairly hot as we head through next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday still in the mid-90s with overnight lows in the mid-70s. That's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a wonderful Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.